Now then, when I talk about intensive training, I'm not just talking about going hard and as fast as you can and getting yourself absolutely done in. That's just one tiny aspect of intensive training. What I'm talking about is all aspects of intensity. That's intensity of concentration, intensity of learning, intensity of movement. All of these aspects that you must have when you're training properly. Now, let me explain something. I'll give you a little example, and I see this all the time. You get a fighter hitting the heavy bag, and he's caning into it. Boom, boom, boom. Very intense training. An onlooker, casual onlooker would look on and go, that guy's training hard. He's really intense. He's giving it everything he's got. Some coaches will look on and go, cool, that guy trains hard. Look at him. He's giving it everything he's got. Most coaches will say, he's training hard. He's giving it everything he's got. He's got really intense training going on there. A very few coaches will go, yeah, he is. But is he concentrating on what he's hitting? Is he concentrating on his movement, his distance, his timing, his angulation, all the other aspects that go into landing that technique? Is he concentrating on that as well? Is there intensity in his training on that aspect? This is what I'm driving at. All right. You can be intense in your training without going hard and fast all the time. So get it out of your head that intensity means you go for it. Intensity can mean many, many things. So when I talk about intensity in your training, I'm talking about not just training hard, obviously, that's just one aspect, but condensing stuff down. Think of it this way, right? If you go slow and light and not really thinking too much, let's say for argument's sake, it takes you 10 hours to learn something. If you go slow and light, but with intense concentration, an intense desire to learn, and intensely analyzing everything that you're doing all the way through it to make sure that it's being done correctly or as correctly as you can possibly do it, it might only take you an hour to learn. It might only take you 10 minutes. But that learning time is going to be vastly reduced by comparison. Which means we can build our skills much quicker if we are intense in our training. And you can think about this in all aspects of everything that you do. You know, your work. Most people, let's say they do 8 hours a day, they're actually only productive for 3 of them. So you could cram those 8 hours into 3 and have an intense work period and have the rest of the time as leisure. Just to make a point. So this intensive training that I'm talking about, you've got to understand the true meaning of intensity in your training. It doesn't have to be going balls to the wall. That's part of it. Once you've got everything else into place, then you can start to build up the intensity of the physicality of your training. It's very important that you understand that and try to put that intensity into every aspect of your training. Yeah, my job as a coach is to help you take your skills to new levels. That's my job. That's it. That's what I'm here to do. And one of the most effective ways of doing that is to ensure that the intensity of your training is done correctly so that you understand where and when you should be intense in your training. Hope that helps. Anyway, more another time. Catch you later.